What's going on, folks? JJ here. Got another video for you. Today, we're going to talk about a false story that's being put out there about Sammy Gravano, his sister, and her passing away July 3rd, 2026, by one Jennifer O'Reilly. Now, as you know, I did a video on Jennifer O'Reilly saying that maybe I was a little bit too harsh because she's got some mental issues and blah, 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 blah. But I might have been a little bit too nice and should have been a little bit more straightforward with it. Now, I am going to try to refrain from my usual stuff. And I'm going to be, as always, try to be fair and present this in a very suitable manner. But I might not be able to control myself, folks, because what she is doing now goes beyond comprehension. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like Sammy the Bull. And, you know, there's a lot of videos that I've done that isn't too favorable for Sammy the Bull Gravano. I've called into question his history and his retelling of history, what he's doing on YouTube versus what he did with Diane Sawyer and his book, calling into question. Now, Mikey Scars, Joey Faraci, and others have legitimate, real, true reasons not to like Sammy the Bull Gravano. And they, like anybody else, have a right to their opinion. Me, it's always been about historical accuracy, as accurate as you could get historical incidents, facts, and just everything with history. Costa Nostra being part of American history, the fabric of it, right? But what Jennifer has done has brought it up a notch. And I have talked to the Gravano camp, and I will discuss this later on in the video. And I don't have the emails within this presentation, but I can, because I'll have to cross out email addresses and stuff like that. I will post them, if need be, on my community tab where you all can see it, and also on Instagram where I am going to post this video at. So let's get refreshed with Jennifer O'Reilly. Now, the video I'm fixing to show you was from 52 Topics with Brett and Frank. Thanks, Brett and Frank, for letting me use this video. And it was a little short, where there was a video Jennifer O'Reilly uploaded that was discussing her relationship with Sammy the Bull. She has since took that down with a lot of the other posts that she made about Karen Gravano and Karen Gravano's businesses, and that she had went to the businesses herself and received services from Karen's businesses. But here is our reintroduction to one Jennifer O'Reilly.
The grandmother of Sammy the Bull Gravano. I was in the post office when I met him. He was online. We chatted. He made me laugh, and he found out where I lived. And
then, also in this little short clip right here, you will hear Brett do a wonderful imitation of Sammy the Bull Gravano. But let's continue.
Followed me home. Not that day, but he started walking the dog past my house. So anyway, we just became friends.
I wanted to know if you would go out with me. You look like somebody I used to know.
Friends, and I did not know who he was. He told me he was Jimmy Moran, and like I thought he was Irish, this little Irish guy. And it took me about 3 years to kind of figure out who he was. I think he was a little disappointed I was not up to speed on organized crime.
And now here is the recent post about Sammy the Bull's sister passing away. The woman, she says, in the picture I will show you of the woman, that the woman's name was Barbara Rebor or Rebore, and that this was Sammy the Bull Gravano's sister. Here's the post that she made on Instagram. It says Barbara Rebore, known affectionately as Dimples, was the biological older half sister of former Gambino crime family underboss Sammy the Bull Gravano. She passed away recently on Friday, July 3rd, 2026. Now, here is the picture of the woman that she is claiming is Sammy the Bull Gravano's recently deceased sister. Now, I didn't like showing that picture. I really have this thing about this, and especially with this woman, because you will hear later on in the video, she is not Sammy the Bull Gravano's sister. But here's something else that she had posted about the woman. The Dimples moniker. Sammy deeply adored his older sister and gave her the nickname Dimples due to her distinct, infectious laugh and smile. Now, I did talk to the Sammy the Bull Gravano camp. I emailed them, and like I said, if I need to, I will post the receipts of the email. I'll just have to mark out names, email, that kind of thing. But when I first sent the video or the link to the video, this camp came back and said to me, "Hey, Sammy doesn't know who this woman is. Never met the woman. That wasn't his sister." So I did a follow-up video. I said, "Okay, here is what she's saying. Here's the actual pictures that she's posting. Can you confirm this?" I get an email probably about 3 to 6 hours later after I sent that email from his team and said, "We went and showed it to Sammy, let him see everything, and we can confirm that that woman that Miss Jennifer O'Reilly is posting, claiming to be Sammy's sister, is not his sister. His sister passed away, or sisters passed away a few years ago. That Barbara Rebor, as she's named in Jennifer's site, hey, that's not Sammy's sister, and that she needs to stop spreading false information and false stories." Again, if I have to post those email my community tab, I'll clear up the email address, everything like that, and I'll show you proof that I did talk to the Gravano camp. So what do I make of this? Well, either woman's got something mentally wrong with her, she's a troll, or all the above. I mean, it's sickening that she is taking somebody else's pictures, somebody else's life, and trying to post them on her Instagram page, stating this is Sammy's family. Now, like I said, I know a lot of people don't like Sammy. The people who have every right to feel about Sammy the way they do, how I feel about him. But I just don't like family members or innocent people being brought into something they're not even really a part of. It's sickening. It's mentally unstable. It's just plain freaking wrong. This woman does need some lithium. She needs to be put in a padded fucking cell for doing shit like this. And I didn't want to go this route with this video, but it needs to be done. Jennifer, you're posting bullshit. I know it. There's quite a few people who know it, but there's a lot of people who don't know that. And you're misleading people. You can write a stupid, silly fucking book all you want, but it's going to be full of lies, full of shit, And that, you need help. You need Jesus. You need help. You need something. Because you got your space panties on. Because your ass is completely out of this fucking planet. Seriously. I hate to be this way, but when you go on Instagram and you post stupid shit like this, some people will say you're a troll. They're probably giving you a little bit more credit than you deserve. But there is something seriously fucking wrong with your wiring up there. So get some help. Let me know what you think, folks. Am I being mean? Am I being honest? Telling the truth? Jeez. Leave a comment down below and hit the thumbs up. If you want to support this channel, there are several different ways you can support this channel financially. Big one is big one, thumbs up. Don't cost you no money. Takes very little effort. Leave a comment, even if it's to say screw you, JJ. And I'm fixing to head on out. Remember, folks, if you're new to the channel, been here before, and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please go right down below. Click on that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. So when I do drop a video, you'll be notified. I am working on some stuff coming up soon. We'll be on the lookout. Local 282, something that Sammy was affiliated with, someone who knew Sammy, and someone who knew several other people in the Gambino family and a few other crime families. And he's going to tell the history, not only just his history, but the history of 282 when he was in there for about 10 years. So I'm fixing to head on out. Remember, folks, when it comes to doing the right thing, helping others out, making this world a better place, try it. Does work. I'm out of here. God bless. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Stay blessed, everyone.